They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Rodgers rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and 5.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Back. 258. Back. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Get 300. Get 300.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. 26. Alpha.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now a play fake. Rodgers under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Ready. 10 logo. Smooth. Heavy on the edges. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Now.
Off play action. Eason. And connecting here with DJ Shark. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Look at me. Door. Under crunch. Kill. Turn up. Two draw corkers. Slam. Get.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, 4 down.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watch the screen. Max 50. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Box it. Inside. Max 50. We ain't giving up nothing.
Here's Coleman. He's got a first down past the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. Tevin Coleman, 83 yards. yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old
rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Eason. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Sacked by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ready?
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.